Yo, yo, yo!
What's up?
Welcome to the Honest Creative Podcast, man.
Thank you for having me.
How you feeling? How you like this new setup? This is the first ever setup we have,
Wow.
and you are the first one to experience it.
Wow.
So you just broke our virginity.
What? Virginity, wow.
Yeah,
Well,
the Honest Creative virginity.
first of all, very honored.
Yeah.
Very honored that you've kind of like set this place up just for me.
Yeah,
and
man,
the rest was no comment, but
The rest was just there already. You would just had to come. And show
yeah,
up.
wow.
But you were 30 minutes late, so I don't know.
all right, the camera doesn't that doesn't need to,
Anyway, today we are here with Nickolaus, also known as Nickolaus Visions on Instagram. I'm super excited to have him today because he is a very talented videographer and photographer, and he has worked with some of the biggest hospitality brands here in Thailand. So we're gonna get straight into his story, his creative, all inside his business. And yeah, I'm excited. But before we do so, I want to ask you, and you do have to answer me, what the first thing that comes up to your head.
Okay.
What's the first thing that comes up to your head when I say blue?
Blue ocean.
Ocean. I like that one. I like
Thank you.
it.
Thank you.
Well, I like that answer, and that's why you get the second ever receivable of the Honest Creative sticker.
Look at that. He came prepared, guys. I mean, holy shit.
Just keep
Thank
it
you, thank you.
as a memory for coming on. You don't need to kiss it, but okay. Anyway, I do have a few questions today I really want to get down to because I want to learn and I'm curious about you, and I'm, have these questions for you. Anyway,
All
the
right.
first one, I want everyone to know that Nick, you're currently working at Marriott.
Yes.
As a full-time videographer and photographer.
Yes.
Right? I think to a lot of content creator out there and videographer out there, full-time videography for a hospitality brand is definitely a dream come true. And well, we'll get into why he's shaking his head, but I do want to know, how did you get into full-time content creation for Marriott? Can you walk me through that process?
All right. So, actually, since we're being honest, guys, honest is key. I actually went to a job fair that happened in Thong Lo.
Okay.
And it was a Marriott job fair, and it was, I think, around 20 Marriott chain hotels that were looking for people to be their front desk, sales, chef, butler, mostly positions you would find in hotels.
Okay, so how did you stumble upon it?
I stumbled because I think there was one hotel that was written like video specialist,
Wow.
like was it video content specialist?
Okay.
That was the position.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I asked them like, what's the job description? And they say, oh, like you just need to create videos and photos for us, and the content will be posted on social media. Just take pictures and videos of the venue, of the food, mostly food, because mostly these hotels that would have maybe 2 or 3, 4 restaurants, and I would have to like make content
Wow.
and capture everything.
Well, I mean, there is a point where you have to show them what you could do so that they hire you, right? So
Yes.
the first thing, you discovered the job. How did you make them hire you?
Well, it was an early Sunday.
Very specific.
Very specific. That's when it's early, no one usually comes super early. I think there were talks that they wanted to have their own in-house production, and I just went with a friend because I had a friend with me at that time, and he was trying to find a new job, happened to bump into like the job fair as well.
Yeah.
My main goal for me at that time was I wanted to meet like the marketing department
Right.
in Marriott so that maybe I could dive into freelancing again.
Right. Did you send them a portfolio though? Because once you were in contact with them, did they ask for any like?
Oh yeah, straight away.
Yeah. So what did you show them? That's what I'm curious about.
So I showed my portfolio that I did in the past, that I shot with Pomelo, Anantara.
Wow. That's some big clients.
I hope.
I mean, okay. So you showed them those high client profiles? What was their reaction?
They were very curious because they asked me if I've ever worked in the hospitality industry, and I said I've never. I only shot for them, for a couple of them, but diving into the hospitality itself, I've never worked in like the back office, and I don't know how things work there,
especially full time.
Okay.
So how, when you got the job, was it like yes, or was it like, oh my God, I don't know what to do?
Like I said, like to be fair, I just wanted to meet the marketing department, but at the job fair there was only HRs.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I'll just submit it for fun. The next thing they said, like, while I think the HR for that hotel went back early, and I was still around, and apparently in these job fairs they will have like a queue. So you put your resume for one hotel, and then you wait maybe 30 to an hour while they view all of your portfolio, like your resume that you've hand out. But then I felt like once I gave mine, like in 10 minutes, I got the call saying like, hey, could you come to the hotel? We want to talk to you, and we want you to meet like the sales and marketing director. And I was like, okay. So I went on the same day, and I haven't even scouted the booth,
the other booths. Yeah.
And so I went, and they told me to like bring my friend as well because he also wanted to become a content creator as well, but he landed the job in online distribution,
but also in Marriott.
Nice.
Okay.
So they told us at that time saying, hey, like we usually just hire one people, but you know, since both of you look like you're good friends, good friends. I mean, I was like, okay. And because we came from the same company previously, they were like, we're willing to give it a go.
So you both got hired on the spot? On the same day you applied?
Yes. But he's in a different position.
Yeah, but like, still though, that's crazy because usually when you apply for jobs, 3 months, 6 months, and then we want you. But by that time, you already have another job.
True.
But that's like super lucky, no?
Unexpected.
Yeah.
And I think the most unexpected things are probably the ones that you're like, oh shit, that's going to happen. So. Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been with Marriott so far?
It's been coming up to 11 months.
Wow.
Now.
Wow. Almost a year.
Yeah, almost a year.
What's like the best thing working with Marriott?
Probably the benefits.
Okay. Can you talk? Is that secret or?
No.
Okay.
So the benefits is that like if you're working with a Marriott, in other properties that's under the Marriott chain, you get discounts.
Oh.
So from stays, from food and beverages, and points as well. If you want to be a member, I think it's called the Marriott Bonvoy membership. So you also get points from that as well.
Damn, how much discounts do you get? Do you know for like stays?
If it stays, it's 50%. It's 50%.
Damn, son, that's a lot.
And if it's food and beverages, depending on the property.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's definitely something that makes this dream even more like, I want to get into that, right? Is there anything you learned that you couldn't learn elsewhere, you think, in terms of working as a full-time videographer in Marriott?
Oh, like I think
the biggest takeaway.
Biggest takeaway for me after almost a year, I think the biggest takeaway is that like whatever you film, everything has to be like spotless.
What do you mean by that?
So everything has to be pitch perfect. Wait, did I say it right?
Pitch perfect, yeah, that's right.
Pitch perfect. So because I didn't know this, but Marriott has different levels of like, you got hotels for business people, you got hotels for like rich people or people with class. Yeah. And then you got hotels for like middle class. So I was like, I didn't even know that this exists in the hotel business. Right. And I didn't even know Ritz-Carlton was part of Marriott.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And I was like, it was very surprising for me.
So I guess the biggest thing was you realized the extent that these hotels are all linked together and that they're all owned by the same company.
Yes.
Okay. Damn. I mean, now we know that. I feel very small when I hear that because I don't know if we can ever achieve something like that in terms of like owning so much stuff that's under the same name because as being a freelancer my whole career, it's always like, oh, it's just me. Well, if I want to start some smaller business, it's also just me, So at the end of the day, that's okay. But it's nice to see that there are bigger things out there in the world, right? To strive for.
Yes.
At least. Damn. Very cool. Very cool. I think it's beautiful that you are not someone who's like, I don't want to do a 9 to 5. I hate 9 to 5. Instead, you're more like someone who really embodies that, okay, 9 to 5 is okay because I want to learn, right? Do you see yourself continuing after this Marriott job, or you want to jump into freelance more now?
I would say I would want to jump into freelance more. Now I do miss the freedom of creating with different brands as well. But doing a 9 to 5 also helps you to kind of like, if you have a 9 to 5 with a goal, with a purpose, you know that like, okay, like you'll stick to that goal and you have that 9 to 5 to support whatever your goal is or whatever you're thriving for. So right now I'm at somewhat of that stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good, because some people are just in it forever and they just like.
Yeah, because they're comfortable.
Yeah. But you're not. You're not comfortable. You're looking for something more. Right?
Exactly.
I like that. That's why we have
money.
He wants money. One of the reasons you're here today is because you have something truly remarkable and something truly rare that I don't see in a lot of people.
What's that? I don't even see it myself now.
That is the iPhone 6.
Oh my God.
Can you show us your iPhone? Is it 6 or 8?
It's a 6S Plus, buddy.
Show us the iPhone 6S.
Can I go?
Yeah, go.
Here we go. The legendary.
All right.
The prehistoric.
Give a good look in the camera. iPhone 6S. We're currently in 2017. I don't know when this came out.
I think this came out maybe in 2015.
2015?
Yeah.
The question is this. As a content creator, you're getting new cameras, you're getting new microphones, new tripods. But the thing that sticks with you every second of the day, your phone, why are you not upgrading that?
Well, to be fair, I asked myself...
The same question?
I asked myself the same question. I'll look at myself in the mirror and be like, hey man, it's time for you to upgrade this phone. But I think it's somewhat sentimental a bit. It's because everything started from this phone. And I think it was my first phone ever that I bought with my own money. I think my first salary was from this phone.
What do you mean by everything started from this phone?
This is the phone where kind of started, I don't want to say photography, but like having the DJI app, for example.
Right.
And this phone was with me when I had my first drone because I was able to maneuver it with this phone.
Yeah.
What else?
Just everything, eh?
Just everything.
So you're going to use it to its last breath, to its last drop of battery.
Exactly. It's slowly killing me. I've charged it 100. It's already 75.
Well, it's okay. I'm going to start a GoFundMe to all the audience out there to
Please
get him a new phone.
Please, I really appreciate this. Guys, give me a new phone. Get me a new phone.
If I ever want a vintage filter look, I just know who to call, man.
Exactly.
This is it.
Didn't VHS
The VHS look?
version? Yeah. There we go.
That ticked off one of my questions. That was one of, why have you not changed your phone?
Shit, okay, well, everyone knows now.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Talking about video and photo, who's your biggest photo or video role model or inspiration?
Ooh, biggest photo and video?
Does it? Yeah, sure. Let's go with photo.
Oh, okay. Ooh, photo. Well, see, that depends. There's a lot of niche. There's fashion.
The first one that tops your head right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Directed by Sean, of course.
Oh my God. Other than me, obviously.
Besides anyone that we know?
Dude, yeah. Just when you're on Instagram, you're like, fuck, I love this guy or this girl. I'm like, I want to copy his style.
Oh, I think you probably know the answer.
They don't know.
Okay. So it's probably going to be Sam Calder for me.
Oh, still in that Sam Calder phase, isn't it?
Exactly.
Okay, what about Sam Calder that you like so much?
Sam Calder was the first filmmaker on YouTube that kind of inspired me to get into filmmaking. Okay, no, probably let's go way back. Probably Taylor Cut Films.
Taylor Cut Film.
Taylor Cut Films.
Damn.
So Taylor Cut Films was the first YouTuber that inspired me to start this whole filmmaking career.
What about him that inspired you?
At that time, I think everything was slow motion, and everyone was like, he was like one of the people that did it. I think not one of the people, maybe the first creator that shows you how to do it. For me, at least. And then I think he does vlogs as well. And then he brought Sam over, and then I checked his page out, and then I was like, oh shit. Okay, wait, hold on, rewind it. Not Taylor Cut Films.
Even more.
Mark Donor.
Mark Donor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mark Donor watches his vlogs, and then he mixes both vlogs and cinematic montages, and then led me to Taylor Cut Films, and then led me to Sam. And then I saw Sam doing somewhat of a similar thing, yet also traveling. Also takes beautiful travel photos at the time. Still do now, but I feel like now he's gone more, more open with his creation.
Right.
With his art. And so I think it all started from there for me.
Wow. I mean, for me, it was Casey Neistat, because I like to vlog it at first.
Okay.
I just like those candid vlogging style. But for you, it's all about that cinematic traveling. And I can see it in your work. Even till this day, even with the portraits that you do, I can still see the element of being outdoors and incorporating the environment into the shot, right? Is there any tips you would say in portrait photography that you learned over the years?
Ooh.
Like this one thing that people could do right now that would change their game.
Ooh. It's a tough one. Probably check their focus.
Check their focus. Okay.
Probably check their focus. There's times where I feel like I've managed to take, or you think on the screen it's all focus, but when you put it on the big screen and edit, you're like, oh shit.
Don't you use eye autofocus?
Manual?
You use manual focus to shoot portraits.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's just I love the turning every time.
Huh. Okay, I'm like lost for words, because you're the first person that I know uses like a digital or mirrorless camera, but you're still using that manual focus to get those shots.
Yes.
Are you using a vintage lens by any chance?
No.
Just a regular lens.
It's just a regular lens.
Man, just like I fucking hate autofocus.
Exactly.
At AF. Like, give me that M, bro.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. For me, in my opinion, probably a lot of people will criticize this later, but I do miss times where you turn to see if it's focus or not. Because now it feels like everything's just
too easy.
It's too easy. Yeah. You want to go back to retro. I mean, this is why the 6S Plus, baby.
Damn. Okay. Now I have some respect for you now.
Yeah.
Just wants to live life a bit harder than everyone else.
Exactly. So I'm gonna buy an iPhone 3G next week, and we'll use that.
That thing is like 140K right now, US dollars.
Really?
Dude, it's like a rare historical artifact.
Damn.
Oh, it's not like it's cheaper. It's like,
You want to know another secret?
what?
I'm still using the 2012 MacBook Pro.
You're still using that?
Yeah.
It's
To edit all of like the good high client videos. I'm still using that.
yeah. No wonder it takes so long for you to produce stuff.
Yeah.
Rendering a 1 week, 30-second
No.
video.
Rendering maybe 2 years.
2 years.
And then gone. You've never seen the video.
Never see the video ever again.
You're probably going to ask me something else, which I probably know.
No, I'm gonna ask you, what's the best lens for portrait?
Oh, probably Nifty 50.
Nifty 50?
Yeah.
What's that?
I know. I think 50 for me would have to be. Also, my first lens was 50, besides the kit lens, and it was kind of like the lens for me to shoot portraits and also food at that time.
Food with a 50?
Yeah.
Why not like a tele or like a 85, 135? Too close?
Too close.
Okay.
I mean, now I think like everyone's portrait lenses has to be the 35, I guess.
Oh, no, 35 I feel like it's too wide. Like I don't want the environment to be so seen.
Really?
It's light, it's like a small lens, but I would prefer I would also prefer 50, although I don't have one yet. I would prefer 50.
When's your birthday?
July 14, 2000. Everyone want to sponsor me?
There we go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Marriott will sponsor you.
Okay. So I want to also ask, this is an interesting question.
Yes.
I have this thought that the more sensitive someone is to their emotions, the better art that they will create.
Okay.
Do you think that holds true?
Yes.
Explain.
I have to say yes. Well, I haven't posted anything. Can I say this to the camera?
Sure.
I haven't posted anything for coming up to 2 years and a half. But there's a reason to it. Because I feel like you're pressured. Because each post or each image or art you create, you have this pressure of like the next project that you create or shot, you will feel like it's not going to be good enough from the last one. So that's already pressured for me.
Okay.
But I've stocked up so many good, beautiful footage that you haven't even seen yet.
Damn. Okay. I guess let me rephrase this question.
Okay.
It might have teetered off a little bit from you. Well, personally, I think there are people out there who are more sensitive than me in terms of emotion, right? Maybe they watch a movie and they cry. I'm a person who watches a movie, it's very hard for me to cry. With that being said, I feel like because I'm not that emotional, it's hard for me to create art that conveys emotion. Like I don't know what to capture. As opposed to people who are more sensitive to emotions, they know that, okay, when I create, this is the feeling I want to convey and I know how to do it. Do you think that's the case? Or do you think people like me who are not sensitive to emotions can also create art that is very sensitive?
I think people that's not sensitive can also create art.
Okay.
I think I heard this from a friend. There's many ways to express your emotions, and I think for me it would have to be art itself and whatever I create. If I'm happy, I'll probably create. It's like if you're happy, the way you look at the world would be different. If you're sad, you look at the world like, oh shit, it's dark and gray and blue and blue. Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, this is all a very depressing channel.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, I see. I mean that for me, I'm still trying to figure that out because I don't know. I have this fixed mindset that I need to be more emotional. I need to be more emotional so that my art is more emotional. But I guess the beautiful thing you said is that people express it differently, right? Maybe I just don't express it that way.
Yes.
Right.
Maybe.
Thank you. That's some
worries.
therapy.
I mean, before taking photos and expressing it, and besides videos, I used to express it through music.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I play the guitar.
You still play?
I do still play.
Wow. Okay.
Is there a guitar? But no, no budget.
No budget, man. No budget for guitar.
Oh, shit. But I do play the guitar. Used to be in a band, and the way that I expressed it at that time I would write music or I would strum along.
Yeah. Do you think music helps your videography in terms of editing and How so?
It's like if you're editing, if you're feeling happy, you would want the music to be somewhat happy. So somewhat joyful at least. Not too dark, but if I'm feeling sad, I'll put like somewhat of a gloomy music.
I think everyone knows how to do that. I want to know, does it help you cut? Does it help you know where to put what shot?
It probably no, but it helps you create the story, which is your emotions, easier. I would say.
Okay.
I hope I put that in the right way.
I think that was a hard question for me. It was just like on the spot question. Okay. I know that we've been friends for maybe 2-3 years now. We met in Samui during COVID. 2021. And then
we met in 2021, but we've followed each other on the gram for quite some time.
Yes, it's always the gram first.
It's always the gram. Hey.
But the reason I'm saying it is because throughout our friendship, it's very obvious to me that all of our friends, or the close ones, are content creators, right? And knowing that a lot of these people are content creators and they're freelancers, but you're in the 9 to 5. Do you feel pressure to be like, shoot, maybe I'm doing something wrong? Or do you feel the pressure to stick with what other people are doing?
Oh, for sure. I feel pressured because having a 9 to 5, even though people say it's like the dream job, you're somewhat like from a creative perspective, you do feel like you can't fully create what you want to create because in the hotel industry, there's different standards. So you can't, so I'm used to creating somewhat of a dark, gloomy video, whereas the hotel is like, no, you got to brighten it up a bit. So of course I'm like, sometimes there are times where I'm stuck, where I'm like, okay, and I just have to take a step back and be like, okay, you're not doing this for you, you're doing it for them. So they hire you to create the videos for them and their standards.
Do you ever find it possible that what you create for other people can hinder what you create for yourself, or does it help?
It does. Oh, that's a tough question, actually. That's a really good question. Can we come back to that question?
Sure.
Okay.
I can answer it first if it jogs your thought.
Yeah.
When I create for other people, I think it's beneficial, but not when it's everything that I do, right? Maybe 50% is creating for other people and 50% is creating for me. Because what creating for other people does for me is it pushes my creativity in a different way, right? They're like, okay, these are the guidelines you need to follow, so do those. When I usually would have went this way, right? So by giving me a different track to follow, I'm like, oh my God, this is like a different universe that I'm opened up to. And then once I explore that universe a little bit, okay, I've done their job for them. I come back to my little house and I'm like, yo, maybe I should use this and then apply it here.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm just like, it's a learning opportunity for me, whether it's like, because I like to do portraits. So whether if it's like food, I'm like, okay, maybe I can use this food angle to shoot it for like a person, right? So I think, yeah, it's definitely, you can transfer the skill from the clients that you're working for.
Now I got the question. Okay. Damn, speak English, man.
This is why this is only the 4th episode, because you're a practice subject.
Okay.
But yes, answer the question.
I do feel the same how you were feeling. There are times where I'm like, when I'm doing my own thing, I'm like, like maybe what I did with the clients was better. Because then there's so many like different angles, different lighting, different, what do you call it? Different composition and like setups that I could, like I'll like steal bit by bits of each project that I did, and then I'll use it in my own project as well.
Yeah.
So yes. So yeah, I'll say yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. I mean, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, have a thought about it.
Yeah. Okay. No, thanks for coming up with that question. That's actually the first time someone asked me about this question.
I think it's important for us to think about that, because if we're always in the mindset that, okay, we're doing this for someone else because we want the money, okay, and then we still keep doing it without having the time to nurture our own art, right? I think if you really want to be a successful creator in this creative economy, you have to have your style. You have to be like pioneering something for yourself, right? Because there's so many people out there who do the same thing that we do.
Yeah.
If you want event photos, clean and simple, you can get it, right? But I think the best ones out there are the ones that I want this guy because the way he sees things is different, right? Do you think you have found your style yet?
No, it keeps on changing. I would say before it was always unsaturated and very dark. And I think it has somewhat become a bit colorful the past couple of years. Still keeping that dark element to it. But it's what do you call it? It's like, for example, green. It's the different shade of that green. So it's a darker green. It's still going to be green, but it's not going to be saturated like wow green. Like the world is pink green. It's my green's going to be kind of like darker green, unsaturated a bit, but still it's that darkness within a colorful color.
Was your change of style like very sudden, like boom, boom, or was it like a gradual, like, okay, I'm easing into this kind of color?
There's a funny story about it, actually. Okay, this happens with the iPhone 4S.
Oh my God, you are old.
Whoa, what the shit? Okay, but it started with the iPhone 4S. And I think that time was iOS probably either 10 or 9. And it was the iOS that brought in the filters for the iPhone. And then there's this filter that's called Fade.
Okay.
And so I would always use that filter to take whatever photos I could find with the iPhone. And it was somewhat of my journey to street photography with an iPhone. Until I accidentally updated the iOS, and then that filter has been deleted.
No.
And so I had to learn how to get the unsaturated look through my old photos that I've took. And then, like, after time passed by, I just feel like, okay, like let's try a different style. Let's try a different look, because I wasn't satisfied anymore with that look. I think I've grown out of it, that fade look, because it was very inspired by Tumblr at that time.
Okay.
Pinterest wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah.
And then from that point, I decided to like try using a proper DSLR camera and just shoot raw and try to kind of like learn everything from scratch.
Right.
And then I think my style, obviously from the people that inspired me to do it, their colors are also somewhat similar. And I tried to somewhat copy them at some point.
Yeah.
And then once you've copied an artist, you've somewhat look back and be like, okay, maybe it's too colorful for me already.
Your taste changes.
Your taste changed. And then you just develop your own kind of style a bit.
Yeah.
Or you find other creators that you like. So from the OG creators that inspired you, and then you branch out from that point. And then you learn from other creators as well.
Yeah, I think that's the way it should work. Like back then when I was just starting out, I was so inclined that this is my style, I'm never going to change it, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I only like this tone of green, and if it's yellow or blue or whatever, I don't want it, right? But like you said again, it gets boring.
Yes.
Like nothing lasts forever. As much as I know this is me, like no, you change, right? Which brings me to the point that, do you think photography or videography has changed the way you see the world? Do you appreciate things, or how has it changed you personally? Because there is a time you didn't do photography and videography.
Yes.
Right? So once you took this journey, has it changed your personality or character?
Probably still the little bitch that I am.
We know that. I mean,
okay.
And your little dick.
Whoa. You know what?
Hey, this is the honest creative. We're just being honest.
Exactly. Oh, shit. You know what? Yes. To be fair, I always tell myself, like, before someone roasts you, you have to roast yourself. So that, like, when that person roasts you, it doesn't hurt as much as... Yeah. No, which is true.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry. The truth hurts, in it. But, how has it changed your character or personality?
For sure, before photography, I would always see everything, like, I feel like I'm seeing everything like, it's like, normal. But once you've dived into that creative space, you've started to get this like sense of like composition, the angles, the rules of third, for example, all these like little like things, and you're like, like it's art.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I kind of liken it to when we play like a GTA game, right? Before photography or videography, we're not in that game. But once we pick up the camera, once we pick up the video camera, it feels like we stepped into a game, and everything you see has like a jackpot or has like a star, like ding, oh, I could use that to do this, or ding, I could use this to learn about. That's how I kind of see it, like shit, everything becomes something valuable.
Yes.
But before this, it was like just that.
It's like
what I mean?
That GTA before like a 3D like first person view, it was always like top view.
like Pokemon, like
Kind of like Pokemon, yeah. So you only see yourself like this. You only see like the top.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I got lied to because of a PlayStation game.
What do you mean lied to?
The CD was they printed the CD with GTA Vice City at that point. I think it was, and then like, of course, it's the beginning of a first-person viewpoint.
Right.
But then I got lied because after that I put it in my PlayStation 1. It was top view, and then I think it was saying like just GTA. So I'm guessing it's the first GTA.
Oh, so they put a different cover.
Yeah.
Damn.
God damn it.
Clickbait, man. Clickbait.
They got me pay 50 baht for that.
50 baht for a game?
Yeah, it was cheap.
It was like a, what you call it?
It was like they've
Burned
they,
it.
They burn it.
Yeah. You know, in those CD shops you see in Fortune Town, there's a secret section at the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like I've been to one, and there's a secret section in the back. And then when I tried to go in as a 5-year-old, the guy's like, hey, น้อง อย่าเข้าไปนะ I'm like, ทำไมอ่ะอย่าไปดูซีดีอื่นนะ and then he's like น้องไม่ได้นะกลับไปหาพ่อแม่ and I just like went to look, and it's like porno, bro.
Ah, there we go.
Do you know about that?
Not at Fortune. Mine would have to be in Minbury Market.
But there is, you know.
There is.
Yeah.
It's like in this like the it's like all isn't in this like dark-ish areas where you feel like, you know, all the illegal stuff is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pornhub didn't exist that time.
Dude, back then, man, it was just like magazines, bro.
Or either your friend buys it and then you burn it from their
that's
CD
dedication, man.
to yeah.
Sheesh.
And then from that point it becomes like, I think micro SD was becoming a thing because they use it in all of the phones.
So you put on your micro SD.
Yeah, and then you just watch it on your phone at that time.
And then you go to your micro.
And what the fuck?
Sorry. Okay, you're the only person I would like best, because I can't say that to Meta. He's like, what the fuck? Cool. Are you a guy who goes on Instagram Reels and like, okay, what am I trying to make today? Is that you, or is it like you're just sitting in your own space and then thinking about what do I want to make today?
The first question you asked, yes, I'm that guy.
You're on Instagram Reels and you're like, okay, what do I want to make?
Yeah, because like when you go on Instagram or you go on Reels, you feel like you bump into something that could inspire you. Because if you don't go on Reels, you're just there and you're like thinking of what's the next best thing without any inspiration. You're going to be stuck there for quite a while.
Does that mean you're uncreative? You're not original?
Well, you get inspired, but then you make it with your own little twists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I've tried to really just create from nothing before, and as much as people are like, yeah, be original, create for yourself or create from within, right? I don't think that's possible. I think every creation these days is a copy or some version of something, right?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, and then people get mad when they say like, oh, you copied it from him. Like, man, that guy copied it from someone else.
Yeah.
Like, there's no truly ever original art, right? Unless maybe you're like Da Vinci or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe I am. I'm just kidding.
You're the furthest guy from Da Vinci.
Maybe I am.
No, show me your this. That's him, right? This art.
This art?
Yeah, the one that he's like standing like this. Or not him. Do you know what I'm talking about? The guy who's drawn like this. Like there's a guy that's drawn like this. On a
Oh. I'm not Da Vinci.
Yeah, you're not Da Vinci. You're Nickolaus Visions.
I'm Nickolaus Visions.
How did you come up with your username, by the way? I'm just curious.
Do you want to know another funny story?
Yes, your life is just funny, isn't it?
I know. There's nothing serious in my life. Breaks off. Yeah, it's just funny breakup story now. Oh, God damn.
Don't cry on my podcast, man.
I'm sorry.
I don't have people to clean my carpet.
Okay.
Okay, tell me, how'd you come up with your username?
It was actually Nicholas is casual.
Nicholas is casual.
Yeah.
Like you're casual.
Yeah, I'm just casual. I'm just cash.
Okay. So talk me through that.
So I don't know. I just wanted, at that time, I wanted like a username that sounded, let's say it has a ring to it.
Nicholas Casual.
Nicholas Casual.
In your bed by tonight.
Exactly. It could be casual anywhere.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Right? makes sense. And then it went from Nickolaus is Casual to.
Was that like a photography account, like Nickolaus Casual?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
And then it was. I remember with that still username, I wasn't into photography.
Yeah.
So I would only do fucking selfies.
Okay, okay.
So it was like, yeah, it's just casual.
How did Visions come into the story?
Visions came into after I changed it the second time. So after Nickolaus is Casual, it became Nickolaus Visuals.
Oh, okay.
Visuals.
I like that better.
Really?
But anyway, sorry, keep going.
But then here's the thing. I feel like visuals at that time has been overused.
Okay.
Like everyone's like getting into photography or filmmaking. It's
yeah.
like, oh, it's like visuals.
Okay.
Ended up with visuals.
You're just, okay, and then Visions, how did that come about?
Visions, it was just somewhat of a much, I don't know, probably not a better way to just change it. Maybe Visions, I saw that not many people use Vision.
But you wanted to keep that V in there.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nickolaus Visions. I like that.
Nickolaus Visions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also have another account. You have like, dude, you just made 2 more accounts, right?
Yes, I did.
Can you actually talk me through Petal of Thorns?
Petal of Thorns?
I don't think many people know that that is your account.
That is my account.
So why Petal of Thorns? And what do you post on there? Just tell me that first.
Okay, so Petal of Thorns is my photography account.
Okay.
And why I named it Petal of Thorns was because, I feel this was, I think I'm not allowed to say it.
Why?
I think it's like, I was high at that time.
Petal of Thorns.
It's like everyone's a petal.
Okay,
Everyone has
and then-
thorns.
Petal of Thorns.
Petal of Thorns.
Damn. Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
My
Such a
man.
Da Vinci answer.
Da Vinci
Everyone
answer,
has a
bro.
petal, and then they grow up into a beautiful flower.
Oh, nice.
There we go. So it's maybe flowers of thorns.
I think it's important to have a memorable username, because if it's just your name, I don't know. Like, it's very hard to just remember someone like Brian Cho or like Sean Chen. Like, who the heck is gonna remember that? That's a very generic name. But if you add some sort of spice to it, Nickolaus's Visions. I feel like it's a bit catchy. It's like, oh, his vision. Or like for me, it's directed by Sean.
So you're directing.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Like, why you call yourself directed by Sean? My Instagram username used to be Sean Chen with 2 N's at the end,
I remember that one.
and that looks like an M. And I'm scared people will get confused. But also, it's not memorable. Sean Chen, like, who the hell is Sean Chen? But now when I meet people, they're like, oh, you're directed by Sean. They don't know my
Yeah.
name anymore. They just know my Instagram handle.
Yeah, directed by Sean.
Does it have a ring to it?
Yes, it does.
I think it helps.
It does.
I have a friend who does graffiti. His username is JaFlames.
I think
I
yeah.
have a sticker on my Pelican case. That's his art. It's a blue face thing, and it's cool. JaFlames. Every time I see him,
JaFlames.
JaFlames. But his Thai name, Nat. I mean,
God damn it! It has to be a Nat.
it's always a Nat, man.
It's always a Nat.
My point is, I think we should have an artist name. I think it's cool.
I agree.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because right now, all the photographers I know or the videographers, they all use their own name, which is fine. I think it's cool to have an artist name, right?
Because I feel like if your name is the Instagram, I feel like you're like, of course you're the brand.
Yeah.
But it does feel like, oh shit, like now everyone's gonna know your name, and you don't. It's like
Yeah.
everyone's gonna see you now.
Yeah.
Whereas if if you have an artist name, it gives this mysterious anonymous feel to it.
Yeah.
Like
And
Petal of Thorns.
yeah, it's mysterious. Like, oh my god, Petal of Thorns want to
Petal of
shoot with
Thorns.
me?
Oh
Oh my
my
god,
God.
this is such an honor.
Oh my god, he doesn't post pictures of me. oh my god, he's not posting anymore?
Do you have models who are like, Nick, where's my photo?
I do.
And what's your response?
I'll be like, oh,
Sorry, I'm in Bali. Like, the internet is bad.
it's probably, well, before the shoot, I would always say like I will try to get it delivered
Yeah.
as soon as possible. Because I do tell them every time that I do have a 9-to-5 job, so I can't like
That's good.
so
Yeah.
I can't like just put it there. And plus, it's not a paid gig.
Right.
It's if it's a client work, of course, like client work always comes first. Rather than I'll put more attention to client work rather than like fun stuff.
Right. Does it annoy you though? Like when people ask for photos?
It used to.
And now you're just like,
You know what? I'm
you'll
just,
get it when you get it.
Yeah, I'm just human. I'm not a robot.
Right. So if anyone's listening, don't shoot with him because he's not gonna deliver your photos on time.
Exactly. Shoot with directed by Sean.
Yeah, it takes 3 months to get you your photos.
See, even worse.
Hey, but it's quality.
Mine's 29 days.
29 days. No refund.
No refund.
All right, cool, man. Cool, man. We're nearing the end of the podcast, but
I'm starting to feel more comfortable.
No, I know you're giving good answers.
I hope so. I'm still now. When you said that, I'm being back to being nervous.
Ow, ship high.
Chip my hand out.
But I wanted to ask, what's the next move for you? Because you said you're nearing the 1 year mark and you're trying to bounce back into freelance, right?
Yes.
So, are there any goals you had in mind for the coming year?
Ooh. I guess we gotta stay tuned. Such an artist answer.
That was so. Just tell us, right?
Hey man, I like to keep it mysterious.
Okay.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Like
That's just you, bro.
yeah, just
No, I just want to know. Okay, are you venturing into the travel world? Are you venturing the portraits? Like, what's the direction here?
I would say I'm diving into storytelling.
Okay.
I feel like I do. I feel like I've somewhat changed up a bit the past couple of years of not posting, and I wanna. My Instagram bio used to be travel before you have kids.
Travel before you have kids.
Yeah.
Very inspirational.
Very inspirational.
Very direct.
There's also another funny story, but we'll leave it for
Next time, man. Next time. That's why you don't have kids, because you
exactly because
travel before.
exactly so because you have a lot of freedom while traveling.
Nice. So traveling is definitely in the plans.
In the plans for sure.
Okay. Any lasting tips and tricks for those young videographers or photographers who are looking to get into it for full-time videography, photography?
I would say just shoot. Just go out there. I think that's such a cliche thing, but just shoot.
True.
But it's true. Just shoot without any judgment to yourself and to your art. It's a process. Making art is a process. Enjoy the process, not the destination. God damn it.
Oh
hey,
my
Nickolaus.
God. What? Man's getting better. You just like learned to speak English as the podcast went on.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, thank you so much for today, Nickolaus Visions. Nickolaus Casual, as they call you back in what, 2012.
2012. With all the selfies. They're all in archive.
Yeah, go find it if anyone out there. But thank you so much. I hope that today was fun for you. I think the whole point is to learn more about yourself through talking to me. And I'm also a very curious person. I'm selfish in that way that I'm making these podcasts so I can learn more about you, right? Because I think I can learn something from everyone.
Thank you.
I hope you learned something about yourself, me, and just keep at it.
Thank you.
Keep staying honest.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, guys. And then this is the part where you put the soundtrack.
Yeah. Like some clapping
like clapping noise.
We're gonna stick that sticker.
I'll probably stick it on my MacBook.
I heard ass, but okay.
What the fuck? Honest creative, guys. There we go.
Thank you, guys. See you in the next one. Boom.